Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't saying that. I said, last time, I figure my next Christmas card, you're gonna be under an umbrella somewhere down
Put
in
it
the
this way, Tommy,
Carolinas.
the last time that got approved, Dave Barnacle was not watching the entire thing from the. Yeah. Technology and times have changed things.
We assume Dave is still awake, so it's.
Well, that's true. We haven't seen him on camera in a while.
I just heard him. He's there.
Okay, so I think, so to restate, I'm gonna back this in, for all four properties, we're pretty well aligned in terms of what we're doing, except for the pump track, because there's a little more education we need to do and a little more to do with the CR. But in general, for the trails on the properties, the Concom is aligned on all four properties and aligned on what we're trying to do, with the areas where we have to file an NOI for those properties.
I'd say in general, I would agree with that statement.
Yeah, okay, so from there, anything else that you need out of that? I think we'll take that.
That allows us to now go dig deeper and, we can start GPSing the actual routes, overlay them on the town's, wetlands mapping and see where we're at.
Carol and I are looking forward to the time when we can go for a walk on the trails.
Yeah.
And not see you on a tractor.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's only happened once.
Yeah, right.
You guys have got to get out on the trails more often.
I think you're right.
You are out every day, so don't kid yourself.
I would just say GIS mapping with the wetlands doesn't cover all the wetlands. I always tell people that.
But again, it would give us a point
Planning.
that says,
Yeah.
okay, here, here, and here, we definitely got to go look at.
Yeah.
And obviously, if we got to go look at that,
Yeah.
the rest.
And I just wanted
right,
to say
yeah.
that,
No, I understand that, yeah.
You going down to the Carolinas, Tommy?
We still got more.
No.
Let's talk about Mount Dan.
Did you
Talk
have
about
your
some
operation?
positive.
Did you have your operation?
No, not yet.
No?
It's not even scheduled yet.
Oh, my
Still
God.
waiting to
You
see the
coward. You're a
doc,
coward.
still waiting to see the doctor.
Oh, you're a coward.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a good night.
Yep,
Brandon,
Say hi to the boys, Brandy.
Tommy,
yep,
have a good night.
thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Is Luke on?
No, he's in Maine.
He's in Maine?
Just Tommy, and then he's home until they're long.
Drink your beer.
He's not alone. He's hanging out with Treehouse.
No, he won't even go get that now. He's drinking my stuff. Thank you.
All right.
Do you really like the sours, Eric? Which one?
Well, if you get a sour from Hill Farmstead or a brewery like Grimm or something like that, those are fantastic. Suarez family brewers in upstate New York or St. Darius.
There's a different level of sour you're talking about.
Oh yeah, it's not something you're getting over at Yankees
No,
first, typically,
All
right?
right, Dave's getting tired here, so.
Yeah.
I know.
All right,
He's
so,
not the only one.
Number 13 is 36 Mount Dan Road. I did get an email from Dr. Stages yesterday. He said, I'm just going to read it to you. He's got some pictures in here. Thank you for the notice regarding my conservation tree removal permit on the schedule. I'll do my best to attend. As I'm on duty, I cannot predict my availability. He said, I've accepted the denial for my tree removal of the 3 trees referenced in the application. I will monitor the health and safety of those trees and present a permit in the future when their condition deteriorates further. Attached are photos of plantings performed on the property since 2016, which I believe more than satisfy the prior order of conditions. Note the heavily wooded area where oak and pine have been allowed to naturally propagate. I appreciate the suggestions regarding the drainage culvert partially on my property. Please thank the committee for their consideration. The pictures came through really small and it was hard to see. I think if he's saying that these are the trees that he wants to present for his approval of that past one to satisfy, I think that maybe someone needs to go out and take a look at it. It's just really hard to tell from the photos. It looks like kind of landscaping areas, so I just can't tell from this. So I think if you have some question you want to consider those, that you probably should go out and take a look at it.
Is Joe's arborist still?
I don't know. But he
not
had 2
included
months.
anymore.
Yeah, he had 2 months to get back to you guys, about putting the trees in,
Yeah.
which is up in 6 days or so. So I think he's trying to say that he did satisfy that, so that way he doesn't, there's no consequences. But I think that
We
it,
can send that email
Yeah.
out to you guys, the
maybe we
colored
can copy and
pictures.
paste them and blow them up. They're really
The
small in
picture,
email
the
and
trees that
blurry.
he's saying are like a dwarf blue spruce in a developed little flower bed area. Arborvitae in a flower bed next to some other small shrubbery flowers. I don't know. Some of them might be kind of sideways or upside down and,
Does he still want to cut the ones in front of his house?
no, he
just
said
that
he's
gonna
accepted,
wait.
he's accepted the denial, he said.
What about the tree on the side that, they're in pretty bad shape and leaning toward his neighbor?
He's decided it's okay for now.
I don't know if you're talking about a different property or not. That one's, there's a maple,
over-
there's one maple. I
As
don't
you
think
come down
it's,
the driveway,
yeah, I don't think it's leaning towards
you know what I'm talking
someone
about, right
else's
there?
property.
I can't picture it.
It's leaning towards the lake.
That's where we met the cat.
Yeah, no, I know. But I
Yeah,
can't picture that tree.
yeah.
Leaning towards the lake. He said he's gonna monitor their health and come back in the future about them. So
Yeah.
I'm just telling you
I
what he
didn't-
said.
Or
The whole debate wasn't, what it was what are you gonna replace that tree, for that tree? And then the other thing, then he went over to the front of the house and said, well, we're gonna cut this, and this.
Right.
And we said, no, you're not until you fulfill, and that's when he got angry.
I'm listening.
Yeah, so,
Oh, the arborist.
yeah,
Well, he just said he's fine with it for now, I guess.
yeah, okay, great.
You know, but
well, but
Oh,
are
hang-
we okay?
hang on a
with what
second.
Is
Weren't those
determined?
trees, weren't those trees supposed to already be put in the ground?
He's saying he provided pictures of some trees he planted and he wants
over the past years,
that to be equal or whatever. He wants that
What he's
those.
doing, but if he's not cutting anything down, that's fine.
for the past permit.
Oh, the
that he
past
didn't-
permit
Oh,
that
the
we
past
you,
permit?
that
Oh,
you
okay.
also required
I
some.
I don't have any problem with that. We don't need to deal with that.
Well, you guys
Yeah,
discussed
you
that.
guys can decide.
That was brought up
We
in the
don't,
letter.
well, I mean, what kind of precedent does that set? You know, I mean, he was supposed to do replacement plantings, it didn't happen. You know, I mean, I'm not,
Yeah.
if
No.
it's on a plan, I want you to follow it. I mean, it's pretty simple,
Yeah.
you know, but
How much time have you got?
well, I get it, but, you know, if we just turn a blind eye while we're in an open meeting when we have somebody.
He did leave that whole hillside, treed.
No, it took 6 years to get to the point where he now recognizes that he was supposed to have planted some trees.
Yeah.
He's got to plant those trees before we can start talking about this current idea that he's got.
Well, he's let go of that current idea, I guess it's just, Becky, are you satisfied with
Well-
what he has planted as
Well,
a,
I couldn't see from those pictures.
I'll
you know
take,
what I mean?
we can go take a look.
Yeah, but I'm just, so his
Site visit.
Site
application
visit.
for
Site visit.
2016, the arborist said they'll plant 2 shade trees to replace both the oak and sugar maple removed individuals, 3 small ornamental trees to replace the removed ash, and then you had 2-to-1 replacement for the large oak near the dock. Planting take place in immediate vicinity. 2 other trees should be planted along the shoreline. Consult your arborist for appropriate varieties. So.
Bring that and we'll do
You
a
wanna
site
go?
visit.
Okay, I'll schedule some time and we'll figure it out and you can go
Yeah.
out, take a
and
look at it.
if you're not free, I'll go.
And you guys can look at it.
Or-
Here we go. I like it.
All right,
Next.
moving on. Minutes.
We skip committee reports. Minutes.
Minutes of June 23rd, 2020 for approval.
I have one-
I probably shouldn't make
I
a
have one
motion since I
comment.
wasn't there. I watched the meeting, but I
Yeah.
probably should.
David, you wanna make a motion?
I have one comment. I got to look it up first.
I printed them out.
All right, well, you're doing that. All right, never mind. You don't want to, he's gonna,
Go ahead.
I was gonna do a different one, but he needs to pay attention.
Did we do the right of first refusal?
No, I was gonna do that next.
Gosh, that knocking is so annoying. Nobody noticed that the whole time?
Eric doesn't notice it.
What?
Right behind him.
Oh no, it's, I
noticed
haven't
when
noticed it
when
at all.
when I came in and I was here alone, then I knew.
It's been doing that for like a week.
All right, I gotta use the bathroom, so. You can do the 355 lead line if you want.
All right,
There's notes on there.
You know,
355 Lead Mine Road, Becky sent us all, an update on it. It was, it's in chapter 61. A year ago, they wanted to take it out and sell it. It's a nice house lot, up on Stallion Hill.
Well, if it
Lead
was,
mine,
if we declined it last year and Trails declined it last year,
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to change that, so
It's
I'd
a
like to
good-
make a motion to decline the right of first refusal on 35 Lead Mine Road.
I'll second it.
Can you just include that? Because we will send a memo to the Board of Selectmen
Yeah,
on your behalf saying,
yeah.
sharing that.
And open space also. Didn't vote on it because they didn't have a meeting, but Carol remembered not voting and not wanting it the last time, so she didn't want
It's
it.
not really our decision to decline. We're just recommending to the Board of Selectmen that the conservation.
Right,
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, our request is, our
Yeah.
recommendation is,
yeah.
right,
Recommend.
Eric gently requests,
gently request. Please.
but we're getting punchy.
Who's second?
I did, yeah.
Ed?
All in favor? Roy?
Voice in favor.
David, you in favor?
David Barnacle in favor.
Eric Gaspar in favor.
Great.
First,
Right,
if you.
committee
Want to
updates.
go back to the minutes?
Sure, what's your comment, David?
Okay, 4.
If you can go down to item 19, National Park Road, and go to section
Wait a minute.
3 where it says vote.
There's no item 19.
On the
On
minutes?
the minutes?
Yeah.
Minutes in June?
Just above where it says vote, it says that,
Maybe it's 18.
agent recommends approval
Only goes to
since
14.
DEP has issued a file number.
That was from the minutes before.
Yes,
Is he looking-
and that has to be changed or stricken. You don't want people to think that when they get a DEP file number, that the project is approved.
That was on the second,
Was
I
that-
believe,
that's May?
and
Was that May minutes?
June 2nd?
David, we're thinking, you're trying to,
that was because, to clarify, we had the hearing and we didn't have a DEP file number. So the next meeting came, we had already discussed the project, and Becky said, you can now approve it because we have a DEP file number. It wasn't that.
now is 6:23,
But no, that,
Six-
he's
it was the
talking about
one
a different
before.
one.
one
We
before.
already approved that one.
I guess in the future, it could be like something like.
David,
as
what about,
discussed.
what about the minutes from 6:23:22?
I agree to pass them.
Did he say?
I don't know. Didn't catch it.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as written 6/23/22.
And I second it. Any discussion? All in favor? David?
David Barnacle in favor.
Ed Goodwin in favor?
Roy Bishop in favor?
Eric Gaspar abstain.
Okay. And CPA, committee update, CPA has not met. Has not.
Okay.
Lakes has, I just have not been able to make it. They seem to be an active bunch these days, though.
Oh.
so.
Oh, good.
It's good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to make the next one. Their meetings being on Thursdays and our meetings being on Thursdays have created a couple of conflicts.
Open space, I don't think there's nothing going on with open space that I know of.
No update. Okay. We just heard a lot from Trails, so I guess we're good.
Trails, we've been through trails, so. That's it, Becky, done.
Agents report?
Just a few things. That spotted lanternfly, new, invasive, not that new, newer to Massachusetts, been found in Sturbridge. So that one attacks a lot of fruit trees, grapevines, hops, a lot of agricultural commodities will be affected by it. Maple trees, some maple syrup, things like that. So there's information on the website that we put on there, so people, if they find them, they can report them. It's not an infestation, just individuals. Aaron and I have been talking about the bond amounts. We want to work on coming up with a proposal for if we have a big commercial project, what you guys, some options for bond amounts, so we have that in play when we're ready. I forwarded you an email from Florencia, who's a resident in town. She's that professor at Clark. She did a study on the effects of, sound from human disturbances, et cetera, on wildlife populations, and part of her recordings were taken at lead mine. So I forwarded it if you want to read it, take a look at it. Impacts on wildlife with human disturbance, stuff like that. 102 South Shore Drive, I haven't heard from him in a long time. Told him he needs to have someone help him fill out the notice of intent.
Is that washout?
Yeah,
Still?
it's been a long
Been a year.
time. Yes, I
That was
know.
last August.
Yeah, so that's a little concerning. I will reach out to him again, but I think that it's a bad situation that he has to deal with.
Well, and when he was here, he said he and his neighbor were going to work on that
Right away,
right away and together.
yeah.
Yeah, you might have done some like the road stuff that was outside jurisdiction, but the whole part down there. I'll keep following up with him, but I feel like I've just been doing that a lot. I just think he's got to take that on, and he's got to do a notice of intent for the work down below. We talked about doing emergency authorization with the after the fact NOI, but I know he doesn't want to pay anyone to help him, but it's really important for these type of things that's done.
Absolutely.
Yep. That Lad Road, the property owner that came in that didn't know about the driveway expansion, he wasn't able to get that NOI in, so we're gonna have him put it on the next one. I hope that's okay with you. I think he didn't realize the extent of filling out the application, so that wouldn't have been ready for this meeting, unfortunately.
Oh, back to the bond thing though, Becky, weren't we looking for a motion for that?
No. For the bond?
Currently, we
Told
have
us to consider the amount that we would want.
Yeah, we wanna
Next
give them
meeting?
options,
Okay.
yeah, cause right, commercial project should be more than a
I
single
thought we
family house.
just talked about double and then we just have a
Oh.
motion for it, but okay.
Well,
Maybe next meeting. It's just that we'll have, if we have a commercial project that gets approved, we don't have anything concrete right now on what to charge. So we need to have that for next meeting. Just an idea.
do it at the
I'm yawning.
beginning.
What?
We could do it at the beginning,
Walk-in,
but,
walk-in section, maybe.
Yeah, we'll do it in the Barnacle walk-in session in 10 minutes.
yeah. I did get a call from DEP about our letter to them requesting assistance with the 508 situation. Marielle Stone called, who was covering for Judy Schmitz. She used to work in the wetland section. She's in, I don't know, some other section of DEP now, I don't remember. So I did speak to her, let her know what our concerns were, that there was supposed to be that site visit. They're gonna discuss, and we'll try to set something up to go out there, I guess.
Yeah, because the last I checked, it's not spring.
Yeah. So, and I've been communicating with the agent in Charlton too, because I know they have some outstanding enforcement orders there too, so,
Yeah.
yep.
I'll wait for that to
Yeah.
materialize.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. That's all I really had, but I had an idea, that pump station, it should go on that parcel on Cedar Street by rec, because that one doesn't have a CR on it. It's by the rec area. I don't know. Kids would love that. No? The pump track?
Cedar Street,
Yeah.
I would think that pushing anything into Cedar Street at the present time could be the most unwise political decision you
Well,
can make in your life.
I don't know. I just feel like they used to have a
No, they're down by the skate park, not on
Yeah, where the
70,
skate
on
park is.
60.
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like rec. There's kids down there. They would love that. No, I don't know. I just think that, we need to make sure that we're looking at the CRs, because passive recreation is one of the purposes, right? But there's other ones, and then there's also trails, trails is only one form of passive recreation. So I just think we need to make sure that we're following the CRs and making sure, like, I get it, they don't wanna, town projects take a long time, but like, we should be planning our properties, like what we want
Our
with them.
residents, as a resident, all of us ourselves, they deserve equal, equal consideration in front of this board.
Where do they not get equal consideration?
I'm just saying, as a resident here, we need to consider that when projects come before us, we have to treat them all with equal consideration.
Let me tell you the story of low-income housing. It
We
had,
can adjourn the meeting, we don't,
yeah,
you wanna,
I mean,
all right, Dave.
Motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All right.
Good.
what's
All in
the
favor?
time? Oh, gosh.
David Bonnet in
32.
favor.
All right, good night,
Night,
Dave.
David.
And Becky's